Hello student, in last video I have explained you chapter first part A, movement of force. Now today I will explain you B part of first chapter, that is center of gravity. Center of gravity. Center of gravity of any object is defined as a point at which the whole weight of body acts. Okay. Center of gravity of any object is a point at which the whole weight of body acts. Or we can say, consider we have an object is made up of many particles. Each particle has its own weight. Consider this is particle 1 of W1, weight of this particle, and this particle W2, W3, 4, W5. Consider just like this. Okay. Consider we have a body made up of many particles. Each particle has its own weight, that is W1, W2, W3 and so on. Consider the center of gravity of this object is lie at this point. This is center of gravity. Then according to definition, the center of gravity of an object is a point at which the whole weight of object acts. Consider the weight of this object is W, then the W weight is assumed to be at this point. This is the whole weight of this body. Or we can write the total weight of object is equal to sum of weight of all particles. This is the one definition. The center of gravity of an object is a point at which the whole weight of body acts. Or we can say the center of gravity is a point about which the moment of weight of all particles is 0. Okay. The center of gravity is a point about which the algebraic sum of total moment of weight of all particle is 0, is called center of gravity. Then the factor upon which the center of gravity factors upon which it depends, shape of body, or you can say the distribution of material within the object. This is the factor upon which the position of center of gravity depends. The center of gravity depends upon the shape of any object. If we deform any object, then the position of center of gravity will also be changed. Okay. If we deform any object, the center of gravity of object, the position of center of gravity of an object will also be changed. And one thing important, you have to remember it is not necessary that the center of gravity will always within the material of body. It may be the location of center of gravity may be outside of the material, such as a ring. For a ring, the center of gravity lies at geometrical center, and you can see here is no material distributed. Okay, so it is not necessary the center of gravity always be within the material of body. It may be located outside the material, such as for circular ring. In your chapter, in your textbook, there is a table in which some objects are mentioned, like a rod, circular disc, solid and hollow sphere, solid cone, hollow cone, circular ring, and the position of center of gravity of these objects are given. So you have to learn it. Okay. And for uniform object, it should be remembered the uniform object such as a sphere, such as a cylinder, such as a lamina, such as a rectangular plate, the location of center of gravity of these objects will be at their geometrical center. Okay, such as if we have a lamina, if we have a rectangular or square lamina, then for this the center of gravity lies at the its geometrical center, means intersection point of its diagonal. Okay, so this is the center of gravity. You have to learn the definition and the position of center of gravity for different body. Now our next topic is uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion. So you have studied the straight line motion. Now you will learn about uniform circular motion. Uniform means constant. So uniform circular motion, consider if an object moves on a circular path with a constant speed, then the motion of object is said to be uniform circular motion. Here uniform refers to constant speed. So always remember, if an object moves on a circular path with constant speed, then the motion of this object is said to be uniform circular motion. So in uniform circular motion, the speed must be constant. The speed of object will be constant. Uniform circular motion, it is an accelerated motion. Always remember, it is an accelerated motion, although the speed of object is constant. So as you know, the acceleration comes due to change in velocity, not change in speed. The acceleration comes due to change in velocity. In uniform circular motion, the speed of object at any point is same. Let's say V. This is the radius of this circular path. Consider an object is moving on this circular path of radius r, and so it is the uniform circular motion. So at any point of circular path, the speed of object remains constant, but direction changes continuously. Direction changes continuously. In uniform circular motion, the speed is constant, but it is an accelerated motion. The reason for this, direction of object changes continuously. So due to change in direction, velocity also changes, and if the velocity of any object changes, then the acceleration comes into the play. Okay? In uniform circular motion, the speed of object moving on a circular path is constant, but it is an accelerated motion. The reason for this, actually the direction of object changes continuously. Due to change in direction, velocity also changes, and due to change in velocity, the acceleration comes. So in circular motion, in uniform circular motion, the speed of object is constant, but it is an acceleration motion, due to which the direction of object changes continuously. Due to this, the velocity of object changes and acceleration comes. Because you know the formula for acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. Okay, you know the formula for acceleration is the rate of change in velocity or change in velocity upon time. So if there is some changes in velocity, then the acceleration comes. And the direction of this acceleration is called centripetal acceleration. The acceleration produced in uniform circular motion is called centripetal acceleration. Centripetal means it always directed towards the center of circular path. The direction of acceleration. The symbol for acceleration is A. We can represent this AC, centripetal acceleration. So the centripetal acceleration is always directed toward the center. That's why we call it centripetal acceleration. Okay? This is the uniform circular motion.